Well, hello. I am finally back with another tutorial, and I'm just going to do a super simple fall look. And I think it's perfect also for Thanksgiving, which is coming up. So I'm just going to get right into it because my intro got deleted. So I'm priming my eyes with MAC Prolongwear Concealer, and then I'm setting that with a translucent powder. Now going into the Shadow Couture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I'm going into Morocco and Fudge, and I'm just blending that into my crease as my transition color. And I'm using my MAC 224 brush. Now, taking Noir from that palette, that's just a matte black shadow. Super pigmented. I absolutely love this to put in my outer V, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this in the outer corner of my eye, and I'm also blending it towards the middle of my lid. And that's just because I want to keep it pretty smoky on the eye. So I'm blending that on the majority of my lid, and I'm fading it inwards towards the inner corner. And I'm doing this with a MAC 217 brush. So now I'm going into Pink Champagne from the same palette, and OMG, this is my favorite shimmery shadow at the moment. So yes, in love with this, and I'm just packing this on the inner corners of my eye, and I'm going to blend that in with the black. I'm going back and forth between brushes. I'm going to use a 239 by MAC to pack on the color, and then my 217, I'm going to go in with the black and just blend the two colors together so that it blends seamlessly. And I'm sure you hear my baby in the background making a bunch of noise. Anyways, back to the video. I am using my L'Oreal Infallible Gel Liner, and I'm going to use this to make a subtle cat eye. I'm not doing anything too dramatic. So, yes, I'm just doing my regular wing liner, and I'm using a Bdellium Tools brush. I don't remember the number, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in the bottom bar. So now for color correction, I'm going to be using my MAC highlighter pen in Peach Lustre, and this just helps me to pretty much neutralize my skin tone. It gets rid of the darkness, and it also makes the areas that you put it in much brighter. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I'm also going to put this underneath my eyes because it's going to make that brighter too, and it's going to help my highlighter stand out. And also it kind of primes my under eyes because I tend to crease underneath my eyes, and I have like these little old lady wrinkles underneath my eyes, and this kind of helps my concealer to not seep into those lines as quickly. So this is a necessary step for me. I swear I don't even know what I did without this thing. You can totally see the difference in my skin just from using this. I mean, I just love this thing. I love it. So now going in with foundation, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix foundation. As you can see, nothing much has changed. That's still my holy grail foundation. I am going to start venturing out and trying other brands. I'm really, really trying. But like when I find something that I like and it works, I just stick with it because my skin is really funny with that stuff. So anyways, I'm just blending that in with a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And then to further blend it out and to give myself more of a flawless finish, I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Blender. So I'm going to conceal first before I go in with a highlight shade. I'm using MAC Prolongwear Concealer in NW45. And I'm just going to conceal underneath my eyes and around my mouth. And then I'm going to go in with NC50. And this is the Studio Finish Concealer. And I've been loving using creams lately. I just found like it looks the most natural. Yes, it does tend to crease up a little bit quicker than like the Prolong wear, but the finish of it is just totally worth it to me. So that's what I do. And I'm applying that underneath my eyes in a triangular shape. And then I'm going down the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, my cupid's bow, my chin. And I'm going to blend all of that out with my Beauty Blender. And make sure you blend. You got to blend. Because we definitely do not want any lines of demarcation because it's going to be like, girl, you blend out your highlight. And we can't have people looking at us like that. See? So I'm going to do a once over my whole face, and then I'm going to set everything with my Nye Banana Powder. I ran out of my MAC translucent powder because that's normally what I use, and I really need to get me some more. So until then, I'm just going to have to use my Nye, and that works for me. It's not my favorite, but since I don't have any, I need to, use this, and I have to set my under eyes for sure. They will crease, so I have to set it with something. So I'm using this on my damp beauty blender, and I find that it does the trick. And now for my contour, I'm using Film Noir Blush by MAC, and OMG, let me tell you, I absolutely love this powder to contour. It is so hard to find a good contour shade for me because, as you can tell, I'm a dark-skinned female, and it's kind of hard to find dark enough things to contour with that doesn't look muddy and it doesn't look dirty, and this is just perfect. So now I'm going back to my eyes and I'm using Morocco and Fudge again, and I'm just using that to blend on my lower lash line. I also did add black liner and black shadow to the outer corners and to my waterline, but I was out of the frame, so I just did that. I just cut it out because you couldn't see me doing it anyways. So yes, now to my inner tear ducts, I'm just adding a little bit more of pink champagne just to give more of a pop. And I applied that MAC, what is this? Why can't I talk? I applied that mascara to my lower lash line, but that was out of the frame as well, so I had to cut that out. Now I am baking underneath my contour just to make sure that it's sharp. Me personally, I prefer a sharper contour. It's all your preference. If you don't like it, don't do it. You know, do you, boo. But I'm just going to dust that off with my dual fiber brush. And now I'm going to go over everything with my MAC MSF in Dark Deep. And yeah. This is honestly my favorite powder to use. It does add a teeny bit more coverage, but not too much. I prefer to go over it with this than a powder foundation because I find that powder foundation gives me a little bit too much coverage. And I think that the foundation does enough. I don't really need any more coverage. So I'm using that and I'm just dusting that all over my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and with my blush. And this is Raisin Blush by MAC. And I'm applying that with a 129 brush by MAC. And I'm blending that downwards into my contour and on the apples of my cheek. Now for glow, I'm using the Becca Champagne Glow Palette, and I'm taking Champagne Pop. And I don't know the name of the other one, but I'll have it down in the bottom bar. Look at that highlight that it gives you, though. Like, oh. Now I'm applying that to the tip of my nose and also the bridge of my nose. For lips, I'm using my favorite lip at the moment, and this is Colored Rain Truffle Rain. It is a doodle brown. Yes, it is a doodle brown, but it's popping. I really love this color. I think it looks really great on deep skin. I think it looks really great on light skin. It just looks amazing on everyone. It just goes with everyone. It just depends on what you like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on my next one. Bye.